Shit's nutty. I don't know if I can make this full screen with tweak. I like how you got a lot of these like the action and stuff in there. Like this is a really good action scene. Like these lines here around the edge and you blurred the balls a little bit, that's fucking awesome. And then you got these little exploding ones here too, and with her just standing there. The lighting on this is really nice. You've given this like intimidation factor because of how you shadowed it. It's really good. Yeah, no problem, man. You got him falling backwards. This is a pretty awesome pose too. Yeah, man, this looks great. Keep trucking, brother. Keep trucking. I like this shot too. This is a real dramatic. You putting all these lines in and stuff kind of helps with everything. Yeah. Did you need any feedback on it or anything? Or are you good? He turns into goop. That's fucking awesome. I remember you telling me that about that story, about this story, whatever. This is those two main characters you were talking about when we were talking on the phone. Always love feedback. Okay. I mean, it's just really general stuff, like, you know, background stuff here would be good, you know. Actually, I can even do the scuba style if you want. Do a little draw over stuff. Let me see if I. Yeah, so with like this panel here, again, I want to hit home like how well you did capturing the action stuff, like with these lines and blurring these balls. That's like an amazing detail that not a lot of new people new to comics would do, right? The thing is here, like, as a reader, I don't really know where they are until this fourth and fifth panel. I know this page is done, so just take this into account for your next pages and stuff. But yeah, again, so like I don't know where this is taking place until this panel and this panel. So in these two frames, you just want to make sure that you keep it all consistent. So if you can see, if this is supposed to be a stadium back here, I think is what's supposed to be going on here, or like an arena. Is that going to show up well? Yeah, kinda. Hello, Lucy. Don't. Okay. Great. Sorry, my cat was lurking. She was thinking about hopping up here. So yeah, so in this shot here, I would try to keep some kind of indicator of that stadium, right? And fill out this background. And you already have these lines here, right? They're all sending my eye. Oh, Jesus Christ! They're all sending my eye to your character here, right? Like it's all going this way, which is awesome. So just use that, right? So if you already have the work put in, so just use that to kind of further the perspective and maybe fill out a little bit of the background that's happening here with like stadium shit. I don't know, you can have like a sign back here, and then like fill it in with like really desaturated colors, so that way the action stays there, you know what I'm saying? And in this frame, you can probably just like copy and paste this. You would just want to add, oh my god, why? I hate CSP, by the way. You can just go ahead and add that other element to the stadium that you already had going, right? With the little thing, and then you have your little staircase here going all the way down. But at least that way, even through these frames, we know where everything's going on for sure. And then I would just change this to a more zoomed in shot, right? CSP is Zaddy. CSP is Zaddy. I don't know about that. I have to troubleshoot a lot of things with it right now, and it's frustrating. But anyway, this shot here is really good, and I like this. With action, just don't worry so much about keeping everything in frame. Action shots are, I was thinking about the empty space. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But the thing I always say with action is that that's the best time to break the rules of comic books. Because you don't have to worry about so much the anatomy stuff, like you get to bend a lot of those rules. And then as far as showing the action, you just had to make sure that it's clear throughout the story, right? So like this here, I would make this maybe like a whole panel for itself, right? Let me give you an idea of how I would lay this out quick. Hey, I don't want to make a selection, dude. What? Cool. So let's zoom this out a little bit. So you have that first shot up here, right? And it's of him getting attacked by the balls. So this wide shot I actually like a lot. I think it's really an awesome shot. But I would just maybe slant it up, right? Kind of make this going on. Really use that manga style, that anime style with it. So we can still have everything point this way. We have our dialogue box here, which is good, because our eye is going to go from here to here, and then we can go to her as we come back to the right. Like you have her here, right? So then it can be a pretty close-up panel of her here, and she can take up a lot of this space with that that kind of look like this. Keep that panel roughly this size, but keep it in line with this. Right? And then this shot here, we want to make that like a big impact shot. We can make this take up a big chunk of our page. So really you could just flip it and draw a whole figure here of him getting hit with the ball again. And have him fly in, make it more of an open panel situation. And then you cut back to your more calm panel where you're showing the puddle and the ball. And then I really like that that shot down here where it's just her, right? But for that panel here to really show that this like action sequence, keep everything super loose and stuff with your selection. Don't be afraid to go a little bit off the page. Maybe have his hand come up here and play with like the hips and twist the body as crazily as you can with it. foot down here or something. Show the butt, show the pelvis. It's gonna pop up this way. So yeah, so that's kind of how I would say to move forward next time with action. Be willing to break a little bit of the rules. Be willing to, it's like a 3/4 shot, right? Their hand. Kind of doing this thing here. Be super willing to experiment and break those rules whenever you can. That's what's going to give it that impact that you want, because I think this has all the potential to look really good and stuff too. Not that it doesn't already. It's just saying like it can amp it up to another level. So that's it, pretty much. Just go crazy with it. Yeah, of course, man. Like I said, anytime you want to drop in stream and do this, I'm always willing to talk at you a little bit. So I realize that, which is why I always love feedback, especially from people who have been doing it for much longer. Yeah, dude, for sure. That's why, I mean, I'm the same way. That's why I'm always in Scuba's chat. I'm always in Aki's chat, you know. And especially love getting it from Aki because he has a different style, so he doesn't see the same things that maybe Scuba might see or that you might see, right? So go full DBZ with this eye down here or something. Yeah, facts. So like that's, you know, always good to have that willingness to go seek other resources and stuff is always good. And I'm really glad that you just have that early, because a lot of artists are like, when they're at the stage that you're at, Bunny or Biggie or Biggie Boo, they just like, they're so scared to even try to get improved, and they're scared to even try to start drawing. But you're like so far ahead of the pack, man. And it's awesome to see. So just keep, you know, keep doing what you're doing, man. And don't mind me doodling. I'm just procrastinating getting back to work. This is actually kind of fun to go over all these lines and try to sketch out this layout. But yeah, that's about it. I'll save. Cancel. Back to my my homie here. Look that, I'm humble and know I gotta learn. A lot to learn. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, dude, always, man. Always, brother. Always. I've never understood it either. It just kind of is what it is. But that's just like the things that, you know, I notice a lot out of artists that are in your kind of in your spot, in your predicament with things.